Good morning all, welcome to another video, a bit of a different video. And firstly I must apologise, I hope you can hear me. I tried to use a proper mic but it doesn't work very well, so I'm going to fix that. But I hope you can hear me okay. I am going to apologise first of all for the title of this video. It is kind of clickbait, but it isn't now. It says I'm not a photographer. Now I used to be, but I seem to have turned into a glorified admin person running my photography company while other people take the pictures. And I've decided to change that. So, separate from the work that I do there, the bread and butter, if you like, of my income, I have decided to make more of an effort to get out in my local area and take pictures. Landscapes, macros, nature, wildlife if I'm lucky enough, that kind of thing. So welcome to the first real video in that, with that mantra, with that intention. This is June the 3rd. I am 51 in a few days time, and I thought it's now or never. So join me while I learn, and I'm going to somewhere in the New Forest nearby where I'm kind of, oh, this is the sort of thing we have to look out for. There we go, a donkey jam. There's more horses here, so you have to be very careful. I'm not normally coming through the forest at, what time is it now? 20 past 5. I've missed sunrise. I mean, sunrise at this time of year is like 4:50 or something. And I made an effort, but I just wasn't going to happen. But I am noticing some very still waters in the forest, some ponds, some puddles, if you like, that are, excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold. Some puddles that are like mirror-like. I'm not sure if I'm going to be lucky enough to see that where I'm going. There's more cows here. I'm going to get there and I'll speak to you when I get there. Right, welcome to Hackett Pond. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I have just my camera. I'm walking around, and I'll explain a little bit more as I go. So let's go and see what we can see. So, a couple of caveats here. Everything I'm filming, I am probably going to be doing on a GoPro, so do not expect some cinematic masterpiece. One, because of that reason, and two, because I have no idea what I'm doing really. So, here we are, Hackett Pond, which is in the New Forest. It's a lovely lake. It's renowned for sunsets more than sunrises. But I also I've hired a lens 100 macro, so I'm not only looking for the big shots, the big road. I'm looking for, that's why I'm stopping at this bush, I'm looking for sort of landscape photos, but I'm also looking for detail, for insects, for flowers, for anything really. I'm looking to just to train my eye to spot things, I guess. I haven't really done this. That's my aim. I have a tripod, a very small travel tripod, very light, very easy to carry. And I'm just going to see what I can see. Like I say, it's more known for sunrise, sunsets here, so we may come back, but for now, let's just see what we can find. Okay, so here is my first photo. It is nothing special. I just wanted to take a photograph. So we've got the bank of trees in the background. Looks almost like an island. I've got a circular polarizer on just to sort of kill some reflections and give some boost some colours. 1/15 of a second, f11, ISO 100. One shot, nothing special. Like I say, I just wanted to get a photo in just to make myself feel better. So let's get this one, then we're going to head on and try and find something a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more artistic, shall we say. There we go. I'll pop it up on the screen and you can see for yourself. Let's head on. Okay, I've just seen another image. I said I was going to be looking for some detail as well as the big landscapes, and I've just seen down here, which I'm going to try and show you. Whatever this white thing is, I don't even think it's a... Oh, it almost... I'm not sure what it is, but it was just sitting in amongst all these sort of leaves on top of this, what I can guess is only a puddle, and it just looked interesting, so I've just taken a quick shot of that as well. Let's move on. It's all that lovely morning light, all of that lovely golden hour type glow that you get as the sun comes up is all behind me. Like I said, Hagshot Pond is more known for its sunsets, when the sun sets sort of over there behind the trees that I just photographed a minute ago. So I've probably come to the wrong place for my first time out, but I just wanted to get out, like I said. And I've also went to the back of the van and found that I hadn't bought my walking shoes, so I'm doing all this in my trainers. So if I've learned nothing else this morning, it will be to make sure that I've got everything I need. It's so quiet here, you get cars going past, but it's really quite peaceful. Okay, so I was just checking out that pond over there, which is like a smaller one next door to the main pond, and I'm convinced I haven't said the word yet, I'm convinced there's a composition in there somewhere, but I can't see it. And I think the light is now just getting a bit too direct, I think, so I'm going to carry on wandering. I'm sure we'll find something. There's another pond here that I'm going to try and get round, and there also seems to be a camper van parked up that I guess looks like they've slept here for the night when they're not allowed to, but we'll see. Yeah. So I almost had a decent composition then. I'm not sure if I like that word. Sounds a bit pretentious, but you know, it is what it is. That sounds pretentious as well. I had a decent composition there, and I think me being there attracted horses and ducks to the same place, and all of a sudden the water that was almost mirror smooth became, well, rippled and messy, as you can see here. So I decided to leave that, maybe come back to that when there's not as much wildlife around. But I've just seen something here that I'm not sure if I can get. The horse is just moving off. So it was, there's a path heading up here to a lone tree on the sort of hillside, on sort of like the top of the slope there, and there was a horse standing right next to it, and it would have made quite a nice picture. But now it's just a path and a tree, and it's not quite the same. So let's carry on wandering around this smaller pond before we go back to the main pond. There must be something here. There must be. There's a lot of flies here, that's for sure. Okay, let's keep going. Right, I think I'm in desperation mode now. I'm going to wander back around the other side. There's a horse over there, you see. I want to try and get those other lilies that I saw. I've just tried to shoot this. There's a patch of about 8 or 10 lilies that are just offset, but not offset enough to make them isolated. So there's these other lilies that are just sticking into the side, and it doesn't look right, but I've taken it anyway. Something's just got in the water now, and there's ripples coming over, so I think I've got it at its smoothest time. But you can see from my face probably how harsh the sun is. There's images around that you probably can't see. But the most important thing is I'm out. Ow, shit. What's that? Oh, I don't know what that was. I'm out, I'm taking photos. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to carry on going, because you never know what might present itself in terms of... It's so smooth now. What time is it? It's only 6:30 still, so... It's still that time of day where it's still really still, and I'm going to carry on looking for things, because you never know. You never know. Anyway, let's carry on. Okay, the world is definitely waking up. There's lots more fish breaking the water now. The fish sleep? I'm not sure, but there's just ripples everywhere, and it's kind of looking a bit, I don't want to use the word scummy, but there's all bits on the water, so there's something quite substantial keeps breaking the water. I might have to see if I can film it on my other camera and a bit more zoom, but yeah, lots of fish now just breaking the surface, causing ripples, so we've lost that any chance of a mirror finish. Right, so I think in terms of your traditional landscape photography, I am probably done for the morning, but I have hired out, let me show you, I hired this lens. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or not. This lens here, which is the f2.8 100mm macro lens, with the intention of, when I'm out and about like this, if I see a detail, a bug, a butterfly, a flower, whatever, that looks like it could make a nice photograph, this will get me the detail, the close-up photograph that it needs, especially if it's bugs and things like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in the camera, I'm going to put the tripod away, but I expect to get it out again if I see something, and I'm going to just wander around looking for detail. Now I'm not going to look for lakes or waters, or, you know, you can see now, I'll show you a clip of the pond now, it's just everything's woken up, the air's lifted, its smoothness has gone, so there's not a photograph in the lake unless there's a sort of detailed composition that I find. So I'm going to put this lens on, I'm going to walk around the other side of the pond where there's bigger leaves, and that sounds daft, but a lot of the leaves this side are spiky type, sort of thistly leaves, doesn't lend itself well to insects sort of waking up in the morning on. So I'm going to go around the other side of the pond where I know there are different kinds of leaves. I'm talking out my here, but it just seems to be like more likely to find some bugs there that are waking up and you know, sort of coming to terms with their day like I did a couple of hours ago. So let's head around the other side of the pond and we will see you there. Me. Okay, so I've been walking around here for probably about half an hour now, and all I've seen is 2 cows, which don't really lend themselves to close-up or macro photography, and 1 dragonfly, which I managed to fire off a quick shot before it was gone. I think they're now too active, and they are buzzing around doing their thing, so I don't think they're going to stay in place for very long. But different type of photography, trying out this lens. Yeah, but that dragonfly has now done a runner, or a flyer, I guess is the right term. But I'm going to hang around for a little bit longer because you never know, you may get another one might crop up. Let's have a look. So here is that dragonfly shot. Now let's be honest, this is not a very good picture, but I had a split second to get it, and considering my experience with shooting macro, it could have been a lot worse. This one, however, I do like. The morning dew still glistening, and how the colours and lighting on one half of the leaf are different to the other side, along with the dark green background. And I spent an hour looking for bugs on and around the pond, and when I arrived home, this was on the glass to my garden doors. An unattractive background, but a better shot. 30 images focus stacked. Right, another 10 minutes has passed, not seen much, a couple of photos of flowers and stuff, but it doesn't really excite me, but it was just really to practice with the lens and the focus stacking and stuff. So that's it, my morning here is done. Thank you, if you made it this far, you are a legend, and if you have made it this far, I'm assuming that you didn't find it too painful, so why not give the video a thumbs up, why not subscribe to the channel and see how I get on with this journey. More sunrise and sunset shoots to come. Wrong time of year, I think, or certainly the unsociable time of year to start doing landscape photography, when you've got sunrise at 4:50 and sunset at 9:30 or something, and that's when typically the best light is. But you know, still got to get through that period if it was something I was doing for longer. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Bye bye.